Oh god, I have so many questions in my mind for Outlander Season 8 now that we're watching Blood of My Blood. Even if you're not watching Blood of My Blood and saying, hey, I don't want to watch a prequel that has no Jamie and Claire, I understand. I will mainly talk about what will happen in Outlander Season 8 in Episode 1 to be exact, and as you can guess, since the cliffhanger at the end of Season 7 was about the faith mystery, Season 8 will begin with the answers to questions about that. I have so many theories and info, both from the producers and Diana Gabaldon herself, so let's talk about it all. Now, the fact that William slept with Jane makes it impossible for me to believe that Matthew B. Roberts would do something like making William sleep with his half-niece. That would be too gross. So part of me feels like Fanny and Jane's mother Faith is a different Faith and does not have anything to do with Jamie and Claire. Book readers will know that this is the case in the books. Diana Gabaldon confirmed a couple of times that Faith does not live in the Outlander books, and it will not happen in the final book of the series in book 10 either. In the books, when Claire learns that Fanny's mother's name is Faith as well, she discusses the possibility with Jamie, but they end up deciding that it's just a coincidence. But we also know that Matthew B. Roberts is sort of making Outlander his own thing. He's changing stuff from the books, and they have mentioned a few times that the final season would differ from what Diana had in mind for the ending of her book 10. So there is a chance some elements of season 8 will be completely different from what Diana envisions for the final chapter of her books. And the arrival of Master Raymond in Claire's dream kind of changes everything. The fact that he apologized for something we don't know about makes me think that Master Raymond was involved in this whole faith thing. I mean, Diana Gabaldon did say that Master Raymond was a prehistoric time traveler, right? And book readers have been talking about how he must have these healing abilities, the type that Claire will have when her hair is fully white. You must have heard about these theories. But for the show viewers, Master Raymond has been a complete mystery. Bringing him back all of a sudden and just saying that, hey, he actually revived your dead daughter, the same daughter that you thought you buried. And he raised that daughter, perhaps for years, taught her that song you sang to her while you were holding her in your arms, and that child also gave birth to 2 daughters, then died. But he did not say that to Claire and Jamie for some weird reason. Like, I do find this cliffhanger a bit forced and out of nowhere. It doesn't make sense to me. So here's the theory. Maybe Master Raymond did raise a woman called Faith, and perhaps that woman was also a time traveler. That's why she knew that song from the 20th century and was able to teach it to her kids. Or maybe, since Master Raymond himself is a time traveler, he was able to teach that song to her because he knew it. Perhaps Master Raymond apologizes to Claire in her dream in advance for making her think that Faith is really alive. Because I can't make sense of it in any other way unless I have to talk about Blood of My Blood here. Claire is related to this Faith person in another way. Quick summary for those of you who haven't caught up with Blood of My Blood yet. Even though in Outlander we only knew that Claire's parents died during a car accident when she was 5 years old and then she was raised by her Uncle Lamb, Blood of My Blood presents a different story. They say that after that car accident which happened near the stones at Inverness, Claire's parents traveled to the past to 1714. And we learn during the car scene that Claire's mother, Julia, is actually pregnant with her second child. Now, to Outlander watchers and book readers, this is a complete shocker because Claire does not have a sibling. But now, the fact that Blood of My Blood has introduced this new storyline, the question remains, will this be tied to Outlander Season 8? If Julia ends up giving birth to the child in the past, will the child be a boy or a girl? Julia cannot give birth to Faith because the age thing doesn't work. Her daughter would have had to give birth to Jane and Fanny in her 40s, and that would be very unlikely. But Julia could give birth to someone else. My theory is that someone named Hope, who could give birth to a daughter called Faith, who would go on to have Fanny and Jane. So Claire would be related to this Faith. Faith would be her niece. I would like to know which theory you like the most. Do you want Faith to be revived and to have lived, or do you want this Faith person to be someone completely random who does not have anything to do with Claire? Or do you want this to be related to Blood of My Blood and Julia? Let me know in the comments. Now, here's what will probably happen in episode 1 of Outlander Season 8. Even though the 2-second teaser that we got after the end of Season 7 and the San Diego Comic-Con teaser that we got a few weeks ago didn't reveal anything about this, I think that was on purpose because this Faith mystery will not go on for the entire season. The actor who plays Master Raymond confirmed that he's coming back, that he was in one episode. I think he even said that they shot a flashback scene, so we will get an explanation to the Faith mystery early on in the season, since that's where they ended season 7. So episode 1 will start with Claire talking to Jamie, discussing whether Faith could have really lived. They will have a talk with Fanny, ask questions about her mother. Whatever she knows will be useful to Claire and Jamie, and they will start some sort of an investigation. Maybe they'll try to contact Master Raymond as well, even though in the show, the last time we saw him besides that dream sequence was in France, so I don't know how that will turn out. But if there's a flashback scene as the actor teased, maybe it's shown to viewers with Claire learning it from someone else. I'm saying this will probably happen all in episodes 1 and 2 because season 8 has a lot of other stuff to tell. We have new characters joining the Frasers at the Ridge, new villains who will oppose Jamie, and we have Marcelly and Fergus back, so there will be storylines about them too. We know that there will be a new storyline centered around Amaranthus Grey, who will have her own thing with William. We also know that Lord John Grey will be kidnapped, and Jamie and Claire will go on a search for him. And we also know from the SDCC teaser that Bree brings Frank's book to Jamie, who reads it and learns that he dies in a battle. So there's this whole storyline about Jamie trying to find out whether he will really die during a battle, and he will be a part of that battle, by the way. Season 8 also has to show us how the storyline of these two legendary characters will end. Will they die of old age? Will they hop on some new adventures together? Will they stay as a family at the Ridge? Will they move somewhere else? Will Jamie's ghost thing ever get explained? There are a lot of stories Season 8 has to focus on in just 10 episodes. We do know that this Faith mystery cliffhanger was added to season 7 just to get people going for season 8, because they were supposed to end things on good terms. When they were writing season 7, they thought that season 7 would be the final one. They didn't know that the show would be renewed for season 8, so they ended things on good terms but decided to end at this cliffhanger in case the show got renewed, and it did. So now they have to answer it. And the showrunner did confirm that we will get our answers in season 8, so I'm expecting answers right in episode 1. The release date is early 2026. Now, that could be from January to June. I hope it's somewhere in the spring. Share your thoughts and theories with me in the comments and watch my latest Blood of My Blood episode breakdown here.